Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, Kalpana Morparia, Nainanal Kidwai, Neelam Dhawan, Ritu Kumar, Swati Piramal, Vinita Bali, Vandana Luthra. Can you tell me what is the common factor in all of these names? Think about it. All of them have been path breakers in their respective pursuits. And interestingly, all of these women were born in the same decade, starting from 1950 to 1960, except Ritu Kumar was born in 1944 and Kalpana Morparia was born in 1949. With a difference of just about 4 to 5 years, most of these women started their careers at a time where only a handful of females were joining the workforce and they were not welcome in their sectors, be it technology, banking, finance, सेल्स और हेल्थ केयर। 2021 में ये इमेजिन करना हो सकता है आप में से कुछ लोगों के लिए मुश्किल हो कि इतनी एस्टैब्लिश्ड और सक्सेसफुल फीमेल्स ने भी जेंडर बायस फेस की होगी। But this video is an attempt to look at the life and the times of such incredibly talented women. You're watching Money Talks Unscripted. I'm your host Pallavi. This week's book is a compilation of success stories of 8 Indian businesswomen, karmic divas, authored by Prerna Kaul Mishra, who is also an achiever in her own might. Here's a little confession. I have been following Prerna's work since my college days when she used to cover information technology for Hindustan Times, and I used to keep the cuttings of her articles, her interviews, and I was really inspired by her work. It is my great fortune that I happened to work with her in her team when she was the deputy editor for economictimes.com. Today, she holds an important position in the India Today group and has previously been associated with NASSCOM. Karmic Divas takes us through a journey of these 8 wonder women who not just created a niche for themselves with their sheer conviction and relentless efforts, but today stand as role models for thousands and thousands of Indian women who want to go mainstream. It's a coincidence that I picked up the book around Women's Day, and I really wanted to come up with a video last week, but it's only now that I was able to complete the book and the video is out. But nevertheless, Women's Day should be celebrated every day. So here's what I learned from the book. The most important lesson that I learned from the book is there are 3 major factors for any Indian woman to be successful. Number 1, her upbringing. That is the kind of environment that she is brought up in and the kind of guidance she gets from her parents. That really helps in creating a successful leader. Secondly, the kind of colleagues that you happen to work with. That is the kind of bosses, mentors, and seniors you get to work while you are pursuing your career. Third, and the most impactful factor for any woman to be successful is the partner or spouse that she chooses. That really can make or break her career. Karmic Divas is a biography, it's a non-fiction. So of course it traces the background of all these 8 women. That is, the kind of family they were born in, the kind of choices they made while they were kids, the kind of interests they had. Some of them had interest in arts, or maybe some of them had interest in storytelling or music or dancing. So we get to get a glimpse of the personal side of these corporate ladies. Out of these 8 stories, I liked 4 of them more, including Kiran Majumdar, Nainanal Kidwai, Kalpana Morparia, and Vinita Bali. Of course, that's my personal opinion, and none of the stories is greater or any less from the other one. The first chapter is titled The Bounce Back Theory, and it covers Kiran Majumdar-Shaw. It actually tells us that she faced failures at a very young age and how she handled those pressures and those failures in business. So personally, I was driven more towards Kiran's story. How she handled her father's faltering business, how she set up something like Biocon in India, and how she reached at the top and became the most successful and the richest Indian businesswomen. In fact, the story of Kalpana Morparia is as interesting with so many twists and turns that you will feel amazed how a woman like Kalpana Morparia, who today holds the top job at JP Morgan India, was a not so ambitious woman in her young days. So Kalpana did her law graduation somewhere in 1974 and joined a law firm. Then she eventually joined ICICI in 1975 and stayed with ICICI for 33 years. In those 3 decades, she not only handled the legal department but she took care of treasury, and she was also told by her then boss that she has to take care of several other departments like media and communications and strategy and whatnot, and she did everything with complete finesse. From being the first women from India at the Harvard Business School to holding top jobs like Group General Manager and Country Head for HSBC India, Naina Lal Kidwai's story, which is covered in the third chapter titled Glass Ceilings Are in the Mind, is an absolute delight and is truly inspiring. The fourth chapter, Aspirations Are Genetic, covers the story of Neelam Dhawan, who's been associated with major technology companies like Microsoft, HP, IBM, and covers the journey of her important functions like sales and marketing, which was a rarity for any women. The fifth chapter, The Indian Weaver Bird, features the globally acknowledged Indian fashion designer Ritu Kumar. The sixth chapter, The Corporate Alchemist, is about Swati Piramal, how some incidents in her early childhood impacted her entire personality and were responsible for her endeavors in the healthcare segment. Chapter 7, Pocket-Sized Powerhouse, remains one of my favorites in the entire book and covers the story of Vinita Bali, the former managing director of Britannia Industries. There are several unheard stories about Vinita Bali's life, especially that one incident when a gentleman walked up to Vinita Bali in a room full of people and asked her whom did she report to in the sales and marketing department, only to be told by her that she was the marketing and sales head for Cadbury's at that point in time. The chapter further explains how she broke stereotypes and achieved milestones after milestones. One of the most remarkable achievements of Vinita's careers have been the launch of Rasna soft drink. So next time when you say I love you Rasna, remember the name behind the campaign. The eighth chapter is about Vandana Luthra, about how she bridged the educational and cultural gap between her family and her husband's family and proved the grit behind the glamour, which is also the title of the chapter. That's all in this week's book review. I hope you got inspired. And for more content on money and motivation, do subscribe to Money Talks Unscripted. Next week, I'll share insights about another businessman who, despite his humble beginnings, went on to become hugely popular and successful in the corporate world. The book is right behind me, so if you guessed it right, do mention it in the comment section below. And Karmic Divas is available on Amazon. I'll share the link in description. Till then, keep the talks on. Take care. Bye-bye.